So what I recommend doing for everyone is basically taking off this plastic mudguard. It's held on by these type of screws that go into plastic holders. You can still get the screws. I will see if the plastic holders are available. I'd have them replaced. If you have any issues with these, you're able to potentially pull them out like I had at the bottom and replace them with a simple plastic clip for the time being. But if you want an original replacement, those are still available. And basically, once you have everything off, just make sure you wash through all the areas, inspect what's under there. Even if you don't take off the harder ones under the bumper, because they tend to go quite rusty, it's really good just to get the tops off, get this lip off as well, and make sure it's clean underneath before reinstalling. This will help you prevent rust building up and help all the drains that come out from the scuttle panel to flow clearly. So you can see, if you spray some water at the top, you'll see it coming out from these two drain holes. So it's really important that they're clear. Try to poke a screwdriver into them, make sure all the dirt comes out. There's no way to reach it from the bottom, so in reality the top needs to come out, but that's a separate job. So even if you've cleared it out for now, that's good. I've washed everything through. Make sure you get your hands in the mating surfaces where it all touches the body. That's the most important part you want to clean, because that's where dirt builds up and turns into rust. Everything else is just cosmetic. So some stones came out, which is good. Washed everything through, nice and clean. Only takes 5-10 minutes. It's a very good preventative step. What I would do as well before building it back, I'm gonna use a leaf blower to dry it out, especially around this area, so there's not much moisture by the wires. It's good to take the car out for a spin after as well, so you're actually in motion, and help it dry out. And in the future I'd aim to take these out and spray some wax as well, but I'd like the surfaces to be fully dry for that, so for now it's just a clean, and I'll come back to this in the future as well. The front was actually not so bad either, and this is what was built up in the little tray. So as I was wiggling this out, this moved apart, and you can see it's held on here, which is still on. One there, one here, and there's this hole as well, which connects to that. Because one of my bumper holding brackets disintegrated, it was just lying there inside, and you can see the two drain holes within. Make sure those are clean as well. This is the part number for the replacement screws, which are the same, just the washer is actually I thought it was floating, but it's not. So they're the same as the originals, and I'm gonna apply some grease to them as well. Even though they're going into plastic connectors, it's good to prevent rust by having an oily coating on them. For the clips, I have just a variety pack. I do have some leftovers from the Impreza, which I might try, but otherwise just having a kit like this for a tenner is good to sort of try out for alternatives when you need to replace something like this, which is over 30 years old. So this is how my final solution looks. I've replaced the bottom bolt with just a push fit clip, because the plastic at the back is rounded off. I will replace that in the future. I've put in new push-in clips into here. All the bolts are new and greased up. The washers were floating. I don't know if on the old ones they're just seized over time. Like a new bolt, new clip, and same underneath. So I've got one here, one here. There's one at the front that you can do as well, but I found it a bit unnecessary, so I'm happy with the way it is. And now just needs to do the same thing on the other side. The other side always is much quicker once you've already done it. You can see all sorts of stuff coming out. But in general, I have cleaned this before. I have given it a wiggle, so it wasn't too bad. But still, for the sake of a hour's job, this is really worth it. And on this side, all the bolts came out, screws came out well. So yeah, really worth it. And just a note, once you actually put these brand new ones in, don't over tighten them, because they just go into a plastic holder like this, so the torque needs to be very minimal once you tighten them back up, because otherwise you'll just break the plastic and cause yourself more issues. So just make sure it sits well, but don't need to use all the powers. Just as a note, here's how it looks with the wheel arch mudguard cover off. So these will often rot away. Any sort of brackets like this, these. So anything that you can get in the future to replace. For now, just clean, spray some anti-rust or WD-40. But otherwise in the future, these are ideal to be replaced, because sooner or later they will snap. This is actually a very good example why this job's really important. You can see in here that the drains are clogged up with leaves and other stuff. So it's really important to clean all of this through to allow it to drain efficiently. When completed, ideally take it out for a nice drive to help it dry out, and know that you've done something that nobody will see, but will do the car favors in the long run.